What's up, everyone? So recently I did a big aquarium buyout and I scored this little 5-gallon tank that I thought was really cool. Just a little regular 5-gallon glass tank, LED top light, and I'm not sure what filter I'm gonna use for it. I've got a hang on back filter or I've got regular sponge filter. Not sure what I'm gonna use yet, but I've decided that I'm gonna do a dirted tank, which means there's gonna be a layer of dirt under the bottom, under your main substrate to help the plants grow better. Before we run down here by the creek to get us our gravel substrate, I am gonna have to run over here to Home Depot or Lowe's and buy some organic potting soil to use as the substrate. I said we weren't gonna buy anything for the tank in the previous video, but now that I'm gonna do a dirted tank, I will have to buy at least one item, which will be the dirt. We're over here at Lowe's and I'm gonna grab this new product they've got here. It's the Miracle Grow Performance Organic Potting Soil. I'm gonna take this home and we'll sift it out like I've read and watched on the videos, and we'll use that as our dirt layer. All right, now that we got the dirt, let's head over here to the stream near the house and we'll get us a little container full of gravel. Here we go. Let's swing over here by one of our local pet stores, the Aquatic Den, and I'm gonna look at their plant selection, see if they got anything that I'm interested in picking up. Has happened here. I mean, guys, how does that happen? Looks like that guy was pulling out, burning a wheel, spun her around, jumped up on the curb, but maybe another car hit him, who knows? We just caught the end of the wreck. Now would be a good time to roll the montage. All right, we just pulled up to my secret little spot over here at the local creek. Let me walk over here, and it's super wet today. All right, I think I found a spot right here where I can stand and, whoa, not get my shoes too wet. Let's see. All right. All right, I believe I got what I need here. Let's see if I can pick this up with one hand. All right, here we are. Check this out. Got us some real sandy gravel here. Let's stop over here at my papa's house and go in the garage here and see if we can find a little screen or something. He's always keeping doodads like that. We'll probably find a little screen that we can sift this organic soil through. All right, folks, we got exactly what we came for. Screen wire to sift the organic potting soil. And my papa just pulled up, and I wanted to tell y'all this so that everybody would know. If you're at Walmart, you better put a rope on your buggy, because if you don't, somebody will get your buggy. Happened to my papa the other morning at 7 a.m. Somebody took his buggy. He had 2 coupons in. Can you believe that? Well, if my papa said it, then I'm sure it happened. So keep the ropes on your buggies, folks. Okay, guys, so the debate has been whether we're going to use a sponge filter or whether we're going to use this little hang on back. And I believe that this right here will take up less space. Maybe it'll hang on the back and have less going down in the tank. So I think we're going to use this instead of the sponge filter. And we're going to take this outside and thoroughly clean it off. And while we're out there, I'll show you how to rinse the gravel out and get all the mud out of it before we come in here and start the actual tank setup. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn the water on here lightly. Tell me when it's ready, Anna Mae.
Ready.
And we're going to go over here and put the water in this gravel, and I'm going to churn it up, and we're going to flood this little thing of gravel until the mud is all gone. So while Anna Mae is sitting here flooding the gravel and waiting for it to get clean, I'm going to use this clean pail of water here to wash off our hang on back filter. All right, I'm just going to use this toothbrush to scrub all of this off where the previous owner didn't clean it when they got finished with it. We're going to use this colander right here and put it over this container. Anna Mae is going to put the water on top of here, rinse it down into here, all the good gravel that we're wanting to use in the aquarium. And the larger stuff we'll put right here in this bucket for a future project. Okay, Anna Mae, here we go. Oh yeah, this is gonna work perfect. So it's gonna get like probably 1/8 of an inch and smaller particles, like sandy particles is what we're gonna use in this tank. Alright, we just got back in, and the only mishap we had was outside. I stepped on this tube on accident. I heard it pop, and it's got a little separation crack right here, but I believe we'll be able to fix that and still use it. I'm not sure what brand this is. It says Edge on top. We will look this up and figure out what this is and put a name down in the description below so you'll know what accessories I'm using on the 5-gallon. Next, Mae and I are gonna sift the organic dirt that's gonna go in the bottom of the tank to make this a dirted Planet tank. Now it's time to sift the dirt, and what we're gonna use is this container right here is where the good fine soil is gonna be. I'm gonna be using this metal screen that I picked up over at my papa's earlier, and then we're gonna use this little container. Once the stuff that doesn't go through the screen, we're gonna dump it off in here and probably put it maybe in a pot outside or out in the garden. Now, we're just gonna have to run our hands over here and sift it. Okay guys, after sifting for a few seconds, I believe it could benefit you if you were to open your bag of soil and maybe let it dry out for a day or so first. That way these fines and the smaller stuff would go through the screen easier, or you could use a little bit larger screen. It's definitely going down here in the bottom, which I'll show you in a few minutes, but it's taking a lot longer than expected. Now, we're gonna pull our 5-gallon aquarium here, and Mae and I are gonna put this dirt in it. So, you wanna rake a little bit of that in there? There you go, good job. Spread it out for me, make it all even.
Daddy, you just broke it.
All right, guys, I've successfully broke 2 things today. I broke the hang-on back filter by stepping on it, and I stepped on this brand new Sterilite tote here and broke it. The next step in this process is going to be we need to put a little bit of water in the bottom and let this soil get completely saturated. I got a gallon of water here in my old trusty Bulk Reef Supply mixing jug. Let's just put a little bit of water in here, Mae, and we might have to let it sit for a little while and completely soak everything up. It's always good to have a spray bottle handy where you can spray down the sides of your tanks, and it kind of gets this dirt sediment and stuff off the sides, cleans the glass just a little bit. All right, I'm gonna get this all flush out in here and let it kind of equalize and let all the moisture get in even, and then we'll move on to the next step of putting the substrate on top. We've run into a little bit of a dilemma. We put the dirt into this tank, and once we got it wet, it was only about 3/4 of an inch thick, so we're gonna have to sift more dirt. Mae and I thought that I would just make a sifting container instead of having to sift it by hand, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this container that I stepped on and broke, and I'm gonna tape it here, and it will fit nicely down into this container. So we're gonna take an oscillating tool and cut the bottom of this out, and I'm gonna put the screen wire over the bottom, and I'm gonna use this tape right here. I know this is not the proper tape to use. This is the only tape we have on hand today, and it sticks pretty well. So we're gonna give it a go, put this down in there, and we're gonna show you how to make this quick DIY soil sifter. So the first step I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take a little Sharpie marker and a straight edge, and I'm just going to draw a line on the bottom of this, and this is going to be relative to where I want to cut the line with the oscillating tool. Now that we have our line drawn on the bottom, I can take my oscillating tool here and cut that out. And anytime you're using power tools, make sure that you have the proper hearing protection and the proper eye protection on, which you see that I don't here, but just wanted to leave that disclaimer. All right, hold your ears, Mae. Okay, so we've successfully got our hole cut out now. We're gonna take this screen and I'm gonna set it over this hole, and I'm gonna mark it with my Sharpie marker right here. Now, I'll just take my trusty old scissors here and cut it. And all you kids out there, make sure you get your parents' permission before you use any kind of tools or scissors. We've got this cut out. Now set it down in there in the bottom.
tape it.
So we decided to put the screen on the bottom. I think it's going to be a little bit easier to tape. Anime held the screen down for me, and I got it taped on 2 sides just to hold it in place. And now I'm going to run around this whole perimeter with this tape. We've got our DIY dirt sifter completely done now. We decided to put the screen on the bottom. Let's grab our other container. This container is going to fit right down in here nicely like that right there. Now, Anime, take our Miracle Grow organics here.
There's not much in there.
No, there's not. Dump that in here for me. All right. I believe that we're going to be able just to do this right here.
Can she get that?
And yes, it's coming through on the bottom. All right. You want to shake it? All right, so Anime is shaking the sifter through. Let's take it out of here and see just how good it worked. Let me sit it on top of there, bud. Sit it right on top of there. And man, look at that. Look how much dirt we got in like 5 seconds when we sifted that whole bag. Took us like 15 minutes or longer to sift it just to get that much. Anime and I have both the sandy substrate here and the larger substrate here. Anime's decided that we should go with the finer sandy stuff, and I kind of like it better too. That's what we're going to go with. Quickly, before we move on to the next step, I want to show you the plants that I picked out at the aquatic den. We've got a Anubias nana petite. We've got some assorted crypts. Here's another assorted crypt. We've got an Amazon sword. Then we've got a crypt flamingo, which is a reddish in color. And then right here we have the dwarf baby tears. Okay, so we sifted all of our organic soil. We have all of that in the tank. It's been sitting here and it's completely damp. Got a good little slope on it from front to back. And now we're going to put our sandy substrate in. I'm going to use one of these specimen containers and let Anime fill it up here. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it down here on top of the soil. Let's get in there. Yeah. I'm going to smooth some of this out over our soil in here. We're not going to do a real thick layer right there. Next, we're going to add a little bit of water in here just to bring it up to the top of this substrate level. So I'm going to set this down in here just like this so that I can dump the water on top of there and it doesn't disturb the substrate. I'll just go really slow so that that water goes over the edge and it doesn't get down into our dirted layer. I was thinking earlier about what we're going to call this tank, and since it has dirt in it, I think we're going to call it the dirty tank.
The dirty tank?
I'm actually going to go ahead and put the power filter on the back, and I believe I will also go ahead and put the heater in place, because the placement of this and the placement of the heater will kind of determine where I put my decor. Alright, we've just put our plants in here. You're not going to be able to see a lot right now until we get this water uncloudy, but we just basically used these tongs here and grab the roots of the plants and push them down in the substrate. We use our fingers for some, but Anime had a good idea, and she was wanting to pick out some of these rocks out of the larger sifted substrate that we had, and she's going to set a few in here in select spots. Let's put one over here by this Amazon sword, kind of around the base of it. It'll be kind of cool. Reach down in there with your hands and do it. We're going to go ahead and fill this tank up next. I set the 5-gallon bucket up here where it's higher than the tank, and I'm just going to use this air hose here, and I'm just going to siphon this water and stick that in there so we won't disturb the substrate, and we'll just let that go in there slow and go ahead and fill the tank all the way up. We've got the tank completely full now. Here it is. We've got the power filter on the back. I've already added the water to the power filter. So here it is. Let me show you the front of the tank. Still cloudy. Here it goes. Let's turn it up a little bit more. Turn it on full blast right now. And instead of flooding this tank, I decided just to use this power filter right here and let it filter the stuff out of the water column, and then we'll just clean that out. So it's running real smoothly. I had to turn this back down to low. It was just a lot of flow in there, pushing the plants around, and the little tiny fish we're gonna add, maybe shrimp or whatever, probably be a little bit too much flow for them. So I'm gonna take this top right here. I'm gonna set this top on. Take this light right here. I'm not sure what brand this light is. Maybe a China brand. Got it out of this aquarium buyout. I've got that bad boy plugged up, and here let's reach up here, turn that Ocean Revive off, and let's turn the light on top of here. Boom. So So there she is right there, the full setup. So this concludes our video on the setup of the dirted planted tank today, and I will see y'all in the next video. Thank y'all for being here. Thanks for watching. If you haven't done this already, join me by hitting the subscribe button down in the corner. Don't miss out on any of these videos. I post every few days, and I will see y'all in the next video. What do I have on me? Oh, it's Snowflake. All right, Snowflake, are you gonna bite me today?